Dune time, Dune time. It's Dune time. That's right, everyone. It's time for Dune Imperium once again here with Bludgeon. And welcome to the viewers on YouTube. Welcome to the viewers on Twitch. Welcome to the viewers from the future who are finding this in a shattered piece of a mysterious glass-like metal. Welcome to you too. You didn't have anything to do with it, or did you? All right. Hello. Hello, Luis. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Zatchels. Hey. Braffhot. Sorry, for some reason the chat on my screen is like super small. It's like hard to read. I got to do something about that. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. All right. Hello, everybody. And Ellis, Li3, let's see who you get to play today. I'm sorry, I forget exactly how to pronounce that name. I know you told me once. All right. Well, let's get into a game, shall we? Faster Mike has one up. Standard selection. Let's just do it. Ellie, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, it's time for some June. Okay, so we've got a choice between Paul Atreides and Glossu Beast Rabban. You know, let me know your thoughts, but I'm leaning towards Beast. Even though I actually did play Beast more recently, I don't remember it being like a really great game. So I think maybe I want to try out the Beast again here. Let's take a look at the Imperium row. Okay, we've got Gurney, Halleck, Fadakan Death Commando, Guild Administrator, Power Play Guild Bankers. Let's just beast it up. Let's just beast it up. Let's get the show on the road. I am player 1, playing with Faster Mike, Suko Milk, and Sisaneforka. You may notice I have a hard time trying to figure out how to read names with like alternative characters or numbers in them. I don't know. It's not a strength for me. Is that supposed to be an A? Is it supposed to be a 4? I don't know. It's a mystery. Dominic likes the Beast. The Beast is cool. All right, skirmish for a point, a water, and a spice. I have Signet Ring in my opening hand, and I have a Diplomacy in my opening hand. Well, I think you know what? I'm not going to play the Diplomacy here. I'm not going to play the Diplomacy here. And, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I'm not putting in any troops. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, as the Beast, I start off with an extra spice, which means it's a lot easier for me to get to Selmelange because I can go to Haga Basin to get 2. And the next turn of this round, I'm going to send Signet Ring up here. I'm going to Selmelange turn 1, get myself 8 Solari. It's going to be 9. And I'll be ready to get Swordmaster right away next turn. Next round, I mean. Duck Talaris. Is it Duck? Is it Doc? Is it Doctor? Is it DK? Donkey Kong Talaris. Thank you for the good luck. Welcome here. The parade of confusion over names continues. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I have a hard time with it. And I like to get it right. Suko Milk is having some connection issues, unfortunately, over here. So anyway, yeah, it is one of the nice things that you can do with Beast. Beast and Memnon both have this capability of doing a round 1 Selmelange. If, you get the right cards and if you land in the right place in the player order, you have that option. Now, it does come at a cost. Okay, looks like there's a reconnect, which is nice. It comes at a cost because diplomacy is something I want to play every round, right? That faction influence is such a big deal. It's a big deal for everyone, no matter who you are. But in a way, especially because I'm Beast and I really want to get a faction alliance as early as I can. But I feel that it's worth just getting that rocket start to a Swordmaster. DK comes from Dark. Okay. Makes sense. Dark Talaris. Lucifer Winchester. Hey there. How am I doing this fine day? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Okay, let's see. What's my turn? Oh yeah, it's Signet Ring up here to Signet Ring. We're going to sell. And we'll get our Troupular unit. We'll end the turn. What am I going to buy for 4? I guess it's, you know, I have interesting choices here. I could get a Guild Administrator and an Arrakis Liaison, which is really nice. I could get round 1 Trashing. That's an interesting option. Guild Bankers is also quite a nice card that can go to 2 different faction spaces. And obviously it helps with Spice Must Flow later. It's a tough one. I mean, the Administrator is also trashing, right? So I kind of wasn't even thinking about that so much. I'm just very focused on the guild access, which is really nice. But the fact that it also comes with trashing is leaning me towards the Administrator and the Liaison. The Bankers is good. You know, 2 faction spaces plus a Landsrat space. It's a nice card to send an agent with. And then when the time is right, you know, it can help you buy Spice Must Flow. But I think I know what I'm doing. Now, this is unfortunate here. It looks like we've just got an AFK or whatever, a disconnection right off the bat. And so we're going to have to wait, for that turn to time out. And then it's going to be an AI player, unfortunately, from round 1. Now, what's odd is this is the person who actually was speaking in the chat. Like I've fun twice. Perhaps speaks to some connection issues there. So anyway, it's unfortunate, but we'll keep rolling. Ellie, I could also get lucky after the first card buy. It's true. I could buy the Administrator and have like a voice show up or something. An Imperial Spy. Wow. Round 1 Mentad. Okay, so that draws 2 cards. That probably means like a Gurney Halleck or a power play, if I had to guess. Okay, let's reveal. And yeah, we'll go for the Administrator, see what pops up. It's a Stilgar. All right, we'll grab a Liaison. So I haven't been talking about this battle too much, just Leto and Memnon involved. It's looking like a pretty good point for Leto here, putting 4 troops in. It's a large investment, but it is a victory point. Okay, so the Guild Bankers picked up by Memnon. Leto got the Fidaken Death Commando. Okay, Ilbon deciding to throw in for 1. Okay, so he's going to tie Memnon. They're both going to get 1 spice. Interesting. I mean, I think it's a pretty good move for Ilbon because that's going to open up, you know, he's going to want to sell Melange. So every little spice you can get, I think it's all right. Now, what did Ilban end up buying? The power play. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be a Swordmaster. It's going to be a Seek Allies. All right, and I guess I don't have to get the Swordmaster yet. I can start with the Seek Allies if I want to choose which faction to go for. It's a bit of a tough call. I would like Freeman because I want to open up that Siege Tabber. And also getting some water would allow me to get some more spice. However, it's going to be kind of hard to fight for that alliance. Okay, Ilban knowing their ways. The other issue is I do want this High Council soon. So I'm actually going to go up here to Wealth, get a couple more Solari. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe I can get the Swordmaster and secure contract. Okay, I had a feeling that that was going to be a High Council for AI Memnon over here. Chooses a guild influence. Okay, Ilban hitting up Hardy Warriors. Yeah. We get the Swordmaster, and then we see what we can get afterwards. Going to Fold Space also could have been a good idea for me. Because, you know, if I really fight for it, I might be able to get the guild alliance. Gurney Halleck joins Mr. Torvald. Hey, that's Duke Torvald. Okay, sorry, Duke. Sorry, the Duke. Wait, it's not Duke, it's Earl. I can't even remember his own title. I'm supposed to take him seriously? In the meantime, we've had two giant cards pop up in the Imperium row. Kwisatz Haderach is here. Chom Directorship is here. Geez, I would have honestly maybe considered doing that instead this round, but I'm fine with it. I would have had to beat Memnon to the punch. All right, well, let's get secure contract. And we'll get that High Council seat next round if possible. For reveal only 2, it's going to be another liaison, and hopefully that helps me buy some of this stuff before it's sold out. All right, Memnon's going to collect... Ilban is going to collect a bunch of Solari here. So Ilban is now ready for either Swordmaster... No. He's only ready for High Council, which actually kind of sucks for me. Because I want to get High Council, but he might just go there right now. Classic Fold Space to Arakeen from the AI. Going to be interesting to see what move gets made here. There's some good moves. There's 2 Spice sitting here. You know, he could set himself up for a Swordmaster this round. So it's, does he want to get the High Council now, or does he want to get the Swordmaster now? As for me, you know, if I can get the High Council, that'll be my move. But other than that, you know, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I'm going to have available to me. It might be a little bit of a weird round. We'll see. This might be a good one for me to fight for. I've got a reasonable garrison. I have the Signet Ring, but the thing is, by the time I'm in the market for that... Okay, Ilban going to Wealth, so he's going to try to get the Swordmaster. Okay, that's nice. That kind of takes the... Actually, Leto could get the High Council seat right now for 4 if he wants, so I better just get it. I better just get it while the getting's good. And then we'll just have to wait and see. So, you know, I'd like to send a signet ring to Carthag or something like that. Throw in 4 troops potentially, but let's just see. Okay, Memnon getting some more spice from Imperial Basin. Does he throw in the final troop? He does. It's a little bit awkward for me now. If I go to Carthag... Oh, no green access, I guess, for the Swordmaster for Ilbon. I can't quite make it to any of these big ones. Do I go for this? If I have 1 dagger in hand, Memnon could have a couple. No intrigue cards. I might get a combat intrigue card. Ooh. Fortune favors the bold. Oh no. Okay, well, you know what? I've got the intrigue card now, so I can decide whether I want to throw in all those troops or not. I didn't get a combat intrigue, so you know what? I think I'm just going to have to let Memnon have that one. I think I'm just going to let him have that one. It's not worth the risk with 1 dagger. It's a big investment of troops for a pretty iffy play with a single dagger. Oh, Memnon had a single dagger. Okay, so we, you know, I could have stopped him from getting the point, which, you know, is nice, but is it worth kind of tanking my own ability to get points? I don't feel that it was worth trying. Now, what do I do here? So I do have this dispatch and envoy. Is that something I want to do right now? I could go to Hall of Oratory with the dagger. Then I would have 6. I could get Worm Riders. I don't have the Freeman influence, so it would just be a way to get spice. But honestly, that's pretty good. So I actually am going to do that. Obviously, carry-all is another way to get a bunch of spice, but you do need water to make it work. So, yeah, we're going to take the Worm Riders, and again, I'm basically buying it as a spice generator. Someday, those swords might come in handy, but for now, yeah, being able to get spice by going to these city spaces, I think is worth it by itself. All right, so Memnon gets a point. Leto gets a few resources. A few resources. All right. Well, there's another victory point up for grabs. Maybe I'm in a better position to get it. Okay, what is this hand? Well, this is a hand that could get me some tasty treats. So the question is, how bad do I want the tasty treats? I am player 2, so that's kind of good. How bad do I want these tasty little treats? Ooh, these tasty little treats. I think I'm going to go to Arakeen to, yeah, let me just go to Arakeen right now. And I'm going to throw in 3 troops Let's present. Let's present for this one. Depleted garrisons on Leto and Memnon, 2 on Ilban. But I feel like, you know what? I think it's time for me to get a point here. Okay, Leto gets the High Council, so I've got to worry about him doing an early reveal here. So that's the thing. How bad do I want to make sure? Like, I would pick the directorship right now, to be honest with you. Kwisatz Haderach is great, and it's early enough in the game that it could very well be the better move. But just rocketing up the influence is pretty nice. Now, the question is, do I want to early reveal? I think I don't. So I'm going to use the administrator. And it looks like I'm going to be trashing a reconnaissance, which is not my favorite thing to do. But it's what's going to happen. Oh, wait, I have a discard pile. I have a discard pile. Let's get rid of a dagger. All right. And then it's going to be possibly a reveal. Yeah, Leto goes to selective breeding, so that's going to draw a couple of cards for him. He's on the hunt for one of these big boys. On the hunt. Which one do I want, honestly? I could dispatch an envoy with the Dune. Oh! This Memnon. Okay, well, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. That's awkward. I think I have to let Memnon have it, to be honest. I mean, I could dispatch an envoy and go to still suits, throw in 2 troops, but then we're just at even strength. I have no combat intrigue and no swords in my hand. I'm likely to lose that. Don't have the water to go to hardy warriors. I could go to secrets and hope for combat intrigue, but then I can't deploy troops. Ooh. Apologies for the water gulping noises if those came through on the mic. Well, given that there are 2 of them there, now, the thing is, Memnon also has cards in hand, also has a High Council. I could lose both. I could lose both of them, which I don't like. I'm just going to reveal. And I'm taking the directorship. Ow. Yanked on a microphone cable. All right, everything's still good. Do I also want Dr. Yue? You know what? I'm taking him. I'm taking him. He's in. Ooh, Opulence shows up. You know what? Going to a city and drawing a card can be really nice. For one, oh, okay. Leto didn't have 8. Memnon didn't either. Well, it's all right. I do still have the dispatch and envoy to use at a future date. There is a power play available here. Is Ilbon getting in on this conflict with one? Okay. Chris Knife, Bene Gesserit's sister. That bot is angry. Lucifer. Grab the Kwisatz Haderach immediately next round. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, the AI is currently winning. Currently ahead here. Sort through the chaos. Look at these cards. Look at these cards. Well, this is what I'm not super psyched about the Mentat prize. It's okay. Not my priority right now. So, where do I want to try to get my alliance? Is it Guild or is it Emperor? I'm going to say Guild because I do have this administrator coming up. So I'm just going to do this. There is 3 spice sitting here. I could get a whole load of spice in one shot. Okay, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I like that deal. And I'm going to pass on the troops. I'm just not excited about it. Arguably, Imperial Basin was more efficiency, right? It's 2 spice without a water. This is 3 spice with a water. So it's basically like, do you want 1 spice for 1 water? But it saves me a trip, right? From having to go back to get more spice somehow later with another agent in terms of getting up to 6 if I want to do a Hayliner. So you're paying for the loss in resource efficiency with agent efficiency. Now, can I get a Kwisatz Haderach? What would I have to do? So gameplay walkthroughs points out I could use the dispatch and envoy on the Chom directorship and go somewhere. I could go to selective breeding. The issue is I don't really have anything I want to trash in order to, you know, try to get up to the persuasion. So it's not ideal there. I think I'm going to wealth, and that leaves me the option, if I want, I could then send the Chom directorship up here to conspire and get that alliance. Now, I'm not necessarily super pumped about that idea, but it's a possible idea. Alternatively, I could send the directorship to either, you know, still suits would actually be a pretty good spot. Unlock a combat space for me, get me the point with the Freeman. I do want to make sure I get an alliance, though. Go on the green field and you get the Kwisatz Haderach. Well, I can't use dispatch and envoy to send the directorship up there. I would have had to send the liaison, and the math kind of wouldn't work out there. So I think I am just going to do the still suits. Now, the 3 Solari on reveal is not nothing. Do I want in on this? Still no. Okay, Kwisatz Haderach is gone. Memnon going to Hall of Oratory with the guild bankers. Ilbon now sitting on a lot of spice. Okay, now for 6. I mean, I think it's these two. I want the Bene Gesserit sister more because that can get me the point over here. So I'm just going to take that. It's also very versatile, 2 persuasion or 2 swords, depending on what you need. Now, do I want the gene manipulation? I mean, it's basically just a better Arrakis liaison. So I'm going to say yes, I do want it. Maybe I'll get the combo. Probably not. Memnon reveals for 6, grabs Sardaukar Legion. Five for Ilbon. Another Bene Gesserit sister has popped up here. Ilbon grabs the Freeman camp. Let me see if I can try to remember that. It's good to know who has cards like that. It's like a miniature Hayliner, essentially. Well, so Memnon wins the Mentat, which is kind of like, I mean, it's nice for him to have it, but he would rather be able to just go to the Mentat space. I suppose he still can if he wants to. Secure Imperial Basin. Okay. Well, can I win this one now? You can check their discard piles. I think you should be able to. That was a big load of spice gotten from Imperial Basin just now. Okay, Ilbon going to Hayliner. All right, well, I mean, I'm glad that he's doing it before my turn, so I know what I'm dealing with here, and I can save my troops once again. Right. Well, I think it's probably a good time for me to grab this alliance up here. I don't really want to go to Conspire. I want to hang on to my spice. I do have a guild card coming up, theoretically. Let me just go ahead and do this. Oh, there's the guild card. So I don't have it coming up next round. All right. I've got 7 troops in my garrison right now. There are 12 maximum number of troops you can have. So there are 5 left in my supply. You can see down there. So I definitely don't want to run up against that limit. It was Leto that picked up the Kwisatz Haderach, right? And yeah, it's a very powerful card. It's pretty crazy. I could have had it. Had I bought it, theoretically, I would have used it once so far. Since I've drawn the Chom Directorship once so far. Now, after this, we can't really say because the deck is going to be all different. Ilbon going to Hardy Warriors. How bad does he want this? Is he throwing in more? Or is this just preparing for next round? Could just be preparation. Okay, one more for good measure. That's respectable. All right, well, the good news is Guild Administrator is going to be able to get me a fold space. Oh, takes it out. Puts 2 in. Okay, confusing everyone here. There is an argument for Mentat. There's also an argument for rally troops, to be honest, but I don't necessarily have to hurry on that. I guess Ilbon could do it. The thing is, like, drawing cards could be pretty good for me. Could be pretty good for me, but I just want to make sure I get this done. All right. What are we going to trash? Trash. I could trash the Chom directorship. To be honest, that 3 Solari is probably not going to end up being super important for the rest of this game. I might rather have even a dagger. So I'm just getting rid of it. I don't know. I mean, 3 free Solari can be good, right? It can mean more rallying of troops. It can mean more Mentats. But, you know, there likely aren't too many more rounds in the game. And, you know, I might really hate it if, you know, I really need to send a card to, like, I don't know, Hall of Oratory or something. And I have Chom directorship sitting in my hand instead of dagger. All right, these guys are fighting over this thing again. Man, oh man, it's been hard for me to get a victory point out of conflict. I haven't won any conflicts with Beast, I don't think, right? Click on the points. Yeah, 1 point from starting, 1 from an alliance, 3 from influence. Well, it is what it is. Now, with my next turn, I think it's probably Mentat. I think it is because I want to try to dig to give me a chance of getting back to a fold space or a diplomacy or a guild administrator to be able to go to Hayliner next round if I want to. Oh, the problem is there is no Mentat, so it would just be drawing the card, which kind of feels bad. But Rally Troops is gone. Feels pretty bad. Feels pretty bad, and I might draw my like signet ring and waste it. You know what I mean? So I don't think I can actually do that. Do I want 2 spice for a water? Grab a water and a troop. Yeah, that is probably the best idea, actually, because I'm not buying anything really exciting here anyway, probably. All right, I like that plan. Thank you, gameplay walkthroughs. But I'm not deploying anything again. Memnon with 8. Yeah, that was definitely a nice play there. Lucifer, if you had rallied troops, that would have blocked you from deploying with Hayliner since you'd only have 1 in reserve, if I got the rules right. You know what? You're right. I'm kind of hurting. I should have just thrown a troop in, I guess. Because you're right. Now I can only... Yeah. I have 4 troops in my supply. So if I go to Hayliner now... it's going to try to recruit 5, but I'm not going to have 5 to recruit, so it's only going to be 4. So that actually, that hurts like how many troops I can actually throw in with the Hayliner. So I can throw in a maximum of 6 instead of 7, which is not great. It's still 6, but it's not ideal. Okay, now What do I do now? I guess I do want another administrator to once again increase the chances of drawing into a guild card. I'm going to take it, and then we'll grab a voice. Now, grabbing the voice decreases the chance of drawing the guild card, right? So it's a balancing act, but voice is pretty good. Big chances for big win. For big win. That's right. Big chances for big win. I'd like to read your name, but I really don't know how to start. All right, so Memnon takes the point, gets control of Arakeen, up to 6 points now. And it's battle for Arakeen. And I get the guild administrator. Oh, baby. Sir, I'm hearing from Control that we have managed to get a guild administrator right away, sir, just as requested. They were very busy, sir. They were very busy, but they were able to dispatch one administrator for us. You're damn right they found time for an administrator for us. We're one of their best customers. There would have been hell to pay. I've been hiring their administrators for years at this point. They can't spare one for me now? All right, let me see. These guys are in this now. These guys are in this now, but I'm in this now. And yeah, my ring doesn't do anything. Ugh. Really wish I'd thrown in a guy last time. But anyway, it's something to learn. It's an aspect of the game that I've rarely run up against. I've rarely run up against the garrison limit. So it's something I am not used to paying attention to. I don't think I want to be getting rid of anything in my hand. Unfortunately, I don't have a discard pile, so I'm going to decline to trash here because I'm holding out hope for maybe a Spice Must Flow. Yeah, Black Shadow, you point out my ring is doing nothing. It's true, I can't recruit any more troops. Oh, I kind of wanted that research station. Why not trash himself? Yeah, I could have gotten rid of him. I thought about it and I didn't do it. I don't love that, but what are you going to do? All right, let's do this. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. It's going to be hard for me to get more troops in here. I'm probably losing this, to be honest. This is probably a complete bust of a turn. I'm not going to get a Spice Must Flow here now. Possibly I should have just like bailed, early revealed, gotten a Spice Must Flow. That maybe was the play. Because, I mean, I do have these 2 spaces left to go to. It looks like I'm going to be able to visit one of them. So that's good news, at least. Ilban has no more troops, but, you know, he's swords. He's got an intrigue card here. Memnon has 4 intrigue cards. That's a good observation. Anyways, whatever. It's all happening. It's all happening here. I have no swords to back it up. I have no intrigue cards. Oh, I can already feel the pain. But Yeah. Okay, so definitely something that I'm going to have to try to pay more attention to in games going forward is preparing for that idea of running out of garrison troops to put in. It's funny too, because I actually mentioned it a few rounds ago, right? I was like, oh, I gotta keep an eye on these troops, but for some reason I didn't think it was going to end up catching me. All right, so yeah, I'm going to get, I think I might as well get 2 spice here. I've got 4 water, so we'll do that. Yes, I know there are no troops available in the supply. We're going to throw in 2. Oh my god. In for a penny, in for a pound. Sir, our projections calculate an intolerable level of risk. Aren't you supposed to be the egghead? It's intolerable. Jesus. Well. Well. Let's see what happens. Oh no, my alliance is now under threat. Okay, 1 sword from Memnon. I guess that's good. What's Ilbon packing? It is a spice must flow. The AI goes up to 7 points. Oh, if we lose to this AI. 1 sword from Memnon. Okay, that's good. That's a very good, Memnon. We appreciate that. So I'm eyeing up this guild ambassador because I do have the guild alliance. So that could be a victory point for me. The Reverend Mother is... I mean, the Reverend Mother might help me take this alliance back if I happen to lose it. Well, and I do not get the guild ambassador. That's been taken from me cruelly. It's been cruelly taken. No swords on my reveal. There's a lot of ways this can go wrong. Plus 3 combat takes it away from me. Right. Well, it's the Reverend Mother. And that's going to be it. So let's see what Ilbon's packing for an intrigue card. What you got? Oh, yeah, of course. There goes the alliance. There goes the alliance. You know what? It didn't do anything for me anyway. My signet ring refused to recruit any troops for me. Just refused to do it. I have a feeling I'm not going to be getting that one back. It's just a feeling I have. Kwisatz Haderach. Oh boy. There's 2 alliances now for Leto. No one's getting that one from him. Oh, the suspense is killing me. The suspense, Sylvain, the suspense. This is really tight. Do you believe it, Sylvain? Do you believe? 10 for Leto? Oh boy. Oh boy. Sylvain, do you believe in hope? Pass. Oh. Aren't you glad you didn't answer that, Sylvain? Woo-wee. Woo-wee. I told you not to worry. These eggheads. These eggheads in their mouth. Sir, I didn't say I was worried. I just wanted you to know your odds, sir. All right, battle for Carthag. Can we do it again? So a merchant points out that secrets is a pretty good spot at the moment. And that's true. It gets me the point with the Bene Gesserit. It also steals an intrigue card from Memnon. I have to decide if I want to try to fight for this alliance. Probably not. Probably not. Let's say I go to wealth right now. Leto has 4 spice. He could potentially just go to conspire. I don't know if he has an access card, but I don't love that. So do I want 2 spice for some reason? All right, I'm doing this. Secrets. Recall one of your agents. Could come in handy. Private army could come in handy. Now, this conflict, I'd like to get into this conflict. I do have private army. Carthag gone. So I could go to Hardy Warriors. Oh, Memnon hits Hayliner. Okay, well. You know, I can maybe fight him on this. I do have the private army. I can go to Hardy Warriors, once. But I can then, if I want to, I could go to Rally Troops and Dune the Desert Planet to put in more using the urgent mission. Research Station is an option, certainly. It is an option, but I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Ilban has no more troops in the garrison. Now, he does have Freeman Camp. Remember when I said, remember that he has that? I just remembered that he has that. So this could be the turn where he uses it and messes me up. Here's my plan. It's going to be Arrakis liaison to rally troops. Then it's going to be an urgent mission to bring that, well, to go to a desert space, whichever one I can. Hopefully one of them's available to throw in a couple more. Yeah, the worm could have been good. I mean, drawing cards was definitely a viable option there. But I like my odds on this play. Given that Ilban is out of garrison troops, and everybody is, if I can throw in, okay, here's the Freeman Camp. Now this is where maybe it falls apart. That Freeman Camp and all the desert spaces are gone. All right. All right. It didn't work. It didn't work. Well, what can I do? Because the problem is, I can still research station. Maybe that gets me a spice must flow. Maybe. It's a bit weird to have to use my liaison to do it is the problem. That's +5. We'll try it. We'll try it. Dagger, Administrator, Worm Riders, that may have saved it. So that's +4. That's +5. So +9 takes me to 17. I mean, it's okay. The thing is... The thing is, Ilbon has an intrigue card and 4 cards to reveal. So I don't know if that gets the job done, to be honest. Troops for next round. Yeah, I mean, that would have been good. If I had drawn these cards, I would have been able to get a Spice Must Flow. Just one of those. Anyway, I don't think it's really worth using the urgent mission here. I mean, I could send the administrator here to maybe lock that up a little bit more. Maybe that's worth doing, but I don't think it's going to happen. So we're just going to reveal. And I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything there. The Bene Gesserit sister might have been worth doing just because of the versatility, but I don't know. Leto, ooh, there's a victory point out of opulence. That's very dangerous. Leto now up to 9 victory points. It's not feeling great. It's not feeling great. I'm out of troops. I burned, you know, I could have gone a whole different way, right? I could have tried to pressure the Emperor's alliance and get it back, right? That was another option I could have tried. I think this is worth a try. Let's try. Let's see what he's got. You gotta try. Ooh, that scared me. That scared me, Memnon. Stage is an incident. Sir, the computers they don't know what to do with this data. They're malfunctioning. They say error, error. The computer is no match for the human spirit. Get him! Well, now it's not over yet. Someone could have, the AI could have like endgame intrigues that ruin. Okay, there's a corner of the market from Ilban. Whoo-wee! Sylvain, I told you to believe in hope. Ben non, tu m'as pas dit ça. Tu m'as demandé. Okay, I asked you. I asked you if you believe in hope. I didn't. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to misrepresent what I said and what you said. I know I do that. I'm sorry about that, man. It's correct. All right. Well, we did it. We did it. Beast takes a game. I feel like that's maybe the first game I've won with Beast in a while. I don't think my previous few tries have been successful. It was a win despite kind of messing up the troop management. Troop management, something. It's definitely an area that I need to get better at in general, not just in terms of running out of troops in my garrison, but in terms of like how many troops to throw in and when is still something that, I'm continuing to try to improve. Sometimes I overcommit and leave myself kind of powerless for future rounds. But I mean, it's a very difficult thing to get right. And it's one of the things that makes the game interesting. It's kind of like it's like the poker aspect of the game to a certain degree, How much do you decide to push in and when are you pushing it in? Anyway, it worked out. So let's keep this party rolling. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything coming out on the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon, and you can watch me play live and comment while it's happening. But if you're watching after the fact, make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you thought. I always appreciate reading your thoughts. Also, if you just can't get enough, you can consider becoming a member of the channel, which is going to give you access to an extra bonus game every month, as well as access to all of the past bonus games, as well as full streams of the VODs, which you're going to get those earlier, but also you're going to get a few extra games that way as well, since not all of those games go up on the channel. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.